Hi, this is Edward Troxel. In the previous tutorial, we learned how to render a full project. In this tutorial, we're going to modify that and add options to render either the full project or regions on the timeline. When we render the regions, we will render each one separately and we'll add a name for them that includes the region number on the front of the file name. So let's return to our previous screen. I'm going to move this down a little bit. And now we need to add an option here to choose whether or not we enter the full project or a region. Let's go down here and let's use a radio button for this. So we'll pop a radio button right here. We'll change the text of this one to be a full render. And then let's change the name of this button. I'm just going to call it RDO full. And then we will need another radio button. This one I am going to call RDO region, and we'll scroll down and change the text to read region. So now we have two options, a full render and a region render. Let's set it so that the full render is automatically checked by default, so we can come up here and change this checked to true. That way one of them will automatically be checked. When we check the other one, the first one will become unchecked. So now let's go over to our code and adjust this so that we can either do a full render or a region render. We already have our code right here to do a full render. So we can just enclose that in the full render if statement. So we can just say if, and we'll look at the full radio button and we'll check to see if it's checked. Then we are going to do everything that we did before. Otherwise, let's check to see if the other one was checked. If it was, now we're going to do each of the regions that are on the timeline. So the first thing we need to do is check each of the various regions. So let's do a for each, and we're going to look at regions. Now if you look, you'll see that region here has a red squiggly line underneath it. That means there's something wrong. If we hover over it, it tells us that this is ambiguous because both system.drawing.region and scriptportal.vegas.region could be a possibility. We have a couple of options here. One option would be to come up here and just on this using system drawing, since we're not really using it in this project anyway, we could just comment that out, and you will see that when we come back down, this no longer has the red squiggly underline under it. The other option would have been to just type in scriptportal.vegas.region, and that way it also would not have been ambiguous. So we could do this either way. I'm going to go ahead and just leave the drawing commented, and then we can just use region without having to put all the other stuff in front of it. Now let's go through each one of the regions. When we find a region, we need to get the file name. We can just start with this code up here if we want to just copy this whole thing down here again, and that will save us a lot of typing. For the file name, we are going to get the directory, and then instead of going directly into the file name, let's add the word region. And then we're going to add the index number for the region. And then let's add another space. And then we can go and finish with the regular file name that we got before and the file extension that we got before. So all we're doing is taking the file name that we use for the full render and we're adding region number in front of it. You could put anything in there you want to. You can change it so that you put the region label in there. You can eliminate the text filename.txt and just use the region label if you have all the region labels named the way you want them to be. So this line here could be easily modified to be however you want those regions named. Now our next line of code is the rstart. We're not going to start at 0 anymore. We're going to start at the beginning of the region. So let's look at my region dot, and where does this region start? It starts at position. So our rstart is going to be my region dot position. Then the next line is going to be myRegion.length. So our render start is going to be at the start of the region. Our render length is going to be the length of the region. Then we can call the DoRender the same as we did before. This time it's going to get the name that was used for the region. Same renderer, same template. The start time is going to be the start of the region. The length is going to be the length of the region. So let's give this a test and see what happens. So let's build. And we'll start Vegas. Let's add a clip to the timeline. Then we'll select a small section here, press R, select another section here, press R. Now let's select another section over here and press R again. So now we have 3 regions on the timeline. So we should now get 3 files that begin with region 1, region 2, and region 3. So let's run our script and see what happens. So first of all, we have to pick the preset we want to use. And I'm going to use the AVC Internet 1080-2997. Let's find the save directory we want to use. So we'll start with drive C. Go down to watch render test. We can include our file names, and I'm just going to call this region tests. And then down here we have our option for full render or region. So we can either do a full render or we can do a region. We're going to select region and we choose render. Now it is rendering the first file out to us, named region 0 region tests. Now it is then rendering the second region, named region 1 region tests. And now it is rendering the third region, named region 2 region tests. And it is finished. Even though these are numbered 1, 2, and 3 here, if you recall, when we look at them inside the scripting language, they will be 0, 1, and 2, which was the exact numbers we got on our renders. We can take that into account if we wanted to come back to our script. Instead of saying myRegion.index, we could get the index number and add 1 to it and then put that in here instead. So as you can see, that's an easy way to get all the regions rendered. You can modify this routine easily by changing it so that the region labels are used as part of the file name as well. Please sign up at www.JETDV.com and subscribe on YouTube to get further notifications on when new videos are presented.